Welcome to week 3 of 4 weeks to splits. This week we're going to be focusing on, again, reaching our splits and preparing safely for them. But we're going to focus a little more on active and passive stretching and bringing that technique safely into our practice because it's going to become a favorite for you. It's something that has a lot of benefits in a quick amount of time. So basically, adding this active movement into your stretching, it increases the oxygen flow to the muscles and helps you release into a deeper stretch quicker. But we're going to learn how to do it safely because you don't want to overdo it and overstretch, causing an injury, a pull, or whatever might happen. So find a comfortable place on the ground, comfortable seated position, however that may be. If you like to sit on a cushion, a block, find whatever works for you. This session, you're really only going to need a strap for the most part, and it's optional, you don't have to use one, but I like to use one to assist myself with these active movements, especially because it can help you to engage the muscles. So if you need any props, gather those and get comfortable. If you'd like, you can close your eyes, palms facing toward the sky, resting on your knees. And just acknowledge how you're feeling. Take note of how you're breathing. Maybe you're breathing fast, you've had a busy day and you're running around, or maybe you're super relaxed. Just acknowledge yourself. Scan over your body. Feel for any places that need a little extra attention and love. Take note of anything that's feeling really good because we're just going to duplicate that feeling and spread it everywhere. Bringing awareness to your breath. Inhaling through the nose. Filling the belly with air. Literally feeling it stick out as it fills with air. And exhale, bringing the belly button right into the spine. And inhale, filling the belly with air. Exhale, belly button to spine. And again. Now when you inhale, go a little further, feeling the chest open and rise as you inhale deeper. And as you exhale, let your chest compress, belly button into the spine, letting your breath roll in and out of you like a wave, continuing at your own pace. Sending oxygen to every part of your body. And bringing awareness and connection between your breath and movement, mind and body. Dropping your chin down towards your chest. Begin rocking from shoulder to shoulder. Slowly releasing the tension. Going as slow as you need to. Being conscious of any creaks and cracks. Pausing on the left shoulder and just letting yourself sink Dropping the head into the shoulder. Breathing into the muscles. And coming back up to center. Dropping over to the right side slowly. And allowing yourself to just sink into that right shoulder, letting the head fall. Be mindful that you're always lengthening though, you're not just collapsing. You're active and mindful of your alignment. You'll get a better stretch that way. And slowly back to center. Arms to the side, twisting to the left, bringing the arms down, left arm behind you, sitting nice and tall, right arm on the left thigh, gently applying pressure and twisting. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can look toward the back. And coming back to center, arms to the sides, twisting to the right, releasing your arms down, sitting nice and tall, taking that left hand, gently pressing into the right thigh. And if you'd like to intensify your stretch, looking toward the back, but listen to your body and do what you need to. Slowly back to center. Deep breath in, arms up. And reaching forward. Reaching. Dropping the arms down and just sinking into it. Letting the hips release. And coming back up. Bringing the knees up. And we're just simply going to fall side to side. Rotating the hips. And go slow. Listen to your body. If it doesn't feel good to rotate all of the way, just go as far as it feels good. All right, legs out in front. Drawing the right leg up and in. You're going to cradle that leg like a baby and just rock. Rotating. Focusing on that right hip, your mobility in the joints. And do what you can. If you have to hold your leg out, just modify. Don't worry if it's not like this, but also don't limit yourself. Okay, continue rocking. Now extend that leg back out, sitting nice and tall. You're going to just lift and point. Activating the right leg, deep breath in, and release down on your exhale. Letting that leg relax. Drawing the left leg in, we're going to cradle it like a baby, just like the right side. Play around with it, figure out what's comfortable, sitting nice and tall, rocking, just allowing the left hip to be mobile and move gently. extending that left leg out, sitting nice and tall, engaging the left leg, activating those muscles, extending and allowing it to lift. If you can't lift it, that is fine. Just engage the muscles, pointing and lengthening. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Shake the legs out. Wonderful. Now we're going to come to a kneeling position. Check your alignment, always being mindful of it. Protect your spine. Palms are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Curling your toes under. We're going to just very gently come back. Stretching the arches of your feet, your toes, the back of your ankles. And coming in and out with your breath. Exhaling back. Inhaling and exhaling, letting those muscles release. Inhale. Exhale back one more time. And release your feet, letting them just stretch out and relax. Taking that left arm, we're going to thread it through underneath, coming down onto your left shoulder, like so. You can take this right arm, simply just placing it out in front of you, or you can always deepen your stretch, add a little bit of intensity. You're letting gravity just really open the shoulders. And if you're not feeling it, allow that arm to drop to the back. Slowly coming back around, bringing yourself back up to tabletop position. And we're going to go to the opposite side. So taking that right arm, threading it through, coming down on the right shoulder, bringing the arm out in front, and making any adjustments to make this a comfortable but effective stretch. Breathing into the muscles. Slowly coming back. Tabletop position. Curling your toes under. We're going to come into our first downward dog. So very slowly and with a nice bend in your knees, coming back, finding your alignment from your palms right through your spine, all the way to your hips. And I often talk about tipping your pelvis. This is how you're going to get the best stretch. Instead of letting your pelvis tip back like that, you're going to just tip it forward, allowing your spine to line up, activating the shoulders. And then you can begin to pedal the feet, gently working on any tense spots. You're probably feeling it in your hamstrings and calves. Continue to pedal, pedal. You can come up on the toes. And you can come in and out of this. Whatever your body needs for your practice. And coming back down to your knees. We're going to draw the right leg through into a low lunge. And if you need to place a cushion under your knee for a little extra support, do that, or play around with the position of your feet as well. It will change the way you're sitting. So find what's comfortable. What's important is that you are in alignment, knee over ankle, because we are in such an upright lunge right now. So find your balance. And we're going to really focus right in here, just breathing into these muscles. You'll feel the insides of your hips just really, really opening. So come in and out of this as you need to. And if you need to place your hands on your hips as a guide, do so to try to remain in line. You don't want to let your hips open this way. It may allow you to sink deeper, but it will not be effective or safe. So keep your hips in line, slowly sinking into your low lunge, and coming in and out with your breath as you need to, deepening the stretch on your exhales. So from here, we're going to introduce our first bit of true active movement into this. So in this lunge position, I want you to really bring attention to your quads, your hamstrings, and we're just going to really engage the quads. It's going to make it feel like your glutes are flexing, the hamstrings are going to engage, but these quads are really going to flex. So we're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. Keep holding. If you can't do 10 seconds, that's fine. And release. Letting those muscles relax as you exhale and feeling yourself sink deeper into that stretch. And coming out, upright. You're going to either place your hands on the mat, or if you need a chair or blocks, use those for modification. We are going to come back to a hamstring stretch, so you're going to be focusing on your hamstring. Make sure you're supporting yourself in the back, and just very gently and slowly straighten that leg and come in and out of it. If it feels good, come back to your lunge in between. And just like your downward dog, it is important for your pelvis to tip. So instead of letting your back curve like that, you want to be mindful. Tipping the pelvis, you're immediately going to feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Breathing into it. And if you want to incorporate the active stretch into this, we're going to engage the hamstrings. You'll feel your glutes flexing. Holding it, engaged, active. And release, letting those muscles relax. Breathing into the stretch. It's important to compensate for the active movement at least 3 times. So if you a minimum, at least 30 seconds in a passive stretch after. And back to your lunge. Feeling yourself sink deeper into that lunge. Stretching the arms up. Allowing the chest to open. And bringing the arms back down. Drawing that right knee back. And sinking back into child's pose. Allowing yourself a moment just to release. Acknowledging the difference between your hips and how they feel, and then coming back into tabletop position, taking note of your alignment, curling your toes under, and gently back up into downward dog. Again, keeping a slight bend in your knees and being mindful of your spine and hip alignment, pedaling your feet as you need to. And down to tabletop position. stepping that left leg through into low lunge. Giving yourself a moment to find your alignment, knee over ankle, hips are parallel in line. Don't forget to breathe. Allowing yourself to sink into the stretch, feeling the hips open. Coming back up. And when you're ready, we are going to engage the quads, flexing, feeling your glutes engaged too. Holding. You can do this, keep them engaged. And release. Just feeling yourself sink on that exhale. The hips are opening. And you can come in and out of this. Listen to your body. Sinking into your low lunge. Slowly coming back up. Drawing the knee back. And we're going to come to the side. Butterfly position. Sitting up nice and tall. Gently fluttering the knees up and down. And then pressing, engaging, pushing the knees down toward the ground, sitting up nice and tall. And if you have trouble reaching around your feet and still sitting tall, go ahead and wrap your strap right around, and you can hold on to the strap wherever it's comfortable. Pressing the knees down into the ground, holding that, engaging them. A little bit longer. And release. Just letting them sink. And now bringing the feet out to the side, wide straddle. Wherever your limit is, whatever feels good. Sitting nice and tall, placing your hands on your hips, right on your hip bones. I want you to feel tipping the pelvis forward. So literally tip it. Letting yourself come forward, right, folding from the hips, stopping wherever you need to. You can use a cushion. Make this comfortable for yourself. And coming out. Now we're going to come over to the right side. If you'd like, you can use a strap to assist you in coming down. Wrapping that right around the ball of your feet. And gently folding from the hip, not collapsing, lengthening. Breathing into the tension, releasing it. And coming back up, pausing in the center, and rotating to the opposite side. If you're using a strap, go ahead and wrap around the ball of your feet. Folding from the hips. Sinking into your stretch. Being mindful of your alignment as always. Coming back up. Back to the center. Deep breath in. On your exhale, folding forward from the hips. Letting yourself just sink into this center split. Breathing into your hips. Coming in and out as you need to. Slowly opening the hips more, extending the legs out. And again, deep breath in. On your exhale, fold from the hips. Pause where you need to. Slowly sinking into your center. And coming back up, drawing your legs back into center. Butterfly position. Sitting up nice and tall. Flutter the knees, up and down. And deep breath in. Exhale, pushing down. Feeling your glutes engage. And release. Finding a comfortable seated position. Palms facing the sky, resting on your knees. Taking note of your breathing, your body, scanning over it. Acknowledging any places that are tender or areas that feel so much better. Think about how you felt at the beginning of this session and how you feel now. We're going to recreate that feeling every practice. So enjoy your practice this week. Really dive into this and take this technique and bring it into your practice. It will deepen it so much, and done safely, it's very effective. So continue practicing this week. Try to reach at least 4 days of practice. And if you have more time, enjoy it. It's only going to benefit you more. Thank you, guys.